Uh, what is up? How is everybody doing, man? We are in live, in direct, in effect. Shout out to salute to Gauch Merlot, always in the building early, bright and early. Shout out to Straight Chad, man. Yo, we are live and direct. It is cracking. It's happening. Don't don't you fret. I'm on your ear set, okay? We gonna get into this, man. This is nasty work. What's going on in Chicago? It is crazy, crazy. I mean, crazy. Uh, we saw this in New York a while back, though, didn't we? We saw this in New York where a man set a woman on fire in New York. So it's not we've seen this. We've seen this. We've seen it. Uh plenty of times, man. Um yes, we have. Salute to everybody out there, man. We wanna let's see if we can get we talking about savagery. Like we talk about the white man, man. Nah. I don't hear shit about the white man, man. Savagery. Savagery. Okay? We talking about straight savagery. You know what I'm saying? We talking about like medieval. They talk about medieval, yeah. Medieval. Uh yeah, man. Salute, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Let, this is this is savagery. Okay, you can't even begin to think about like what this woman went through and what was going on in this guy's brain, his savage carnal mind. Look at him. Look at this. Look at this guy though, man. Like, let's keep it a buck, man. Oh man, let me move myself out of here for a second. Um, the oops. This guy, 26, a 26-year-old woman. He set a young woman on fire. I wonder who the victim was. I guarantee you she's a white woman. Could you imagine? We're gonna find that out. I haven't, He's been arrested 49 times before. Damn, they messed it up. We didn't get to play the game where we guess how many prior arrests the dude had. They messed it up, man. We didn't get to play the game, man. We didn't get to play the game, man. I wanted to see if y'all was gonna guess 49. That's a that's a hefty that's a whole lot of rest he carrying. I don't think none of y'all would have guessed 49. I don't think so. I don't think any of y'all would have guessed 49. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe you would have. 49, a prior arrest. Jesus. Right. This dude is he is on the scene, man. He's on the scene. He is on the scene, man. Yeah, that's it, man. Just 49 times, man. Nothing special, man. Just 49 times, you know. Just something slight. Something slight. Something slight. Just 49 times. Nothing major. He a good boy. His mama could truly say he was a good boy. Jeez. I mean. He like these dudes want to go to prison. Okay? They want to go to prison. Okay? They want to go to prison. All right? You can't do nothing with these guys. The white man won't lock him up, man. Come on, white man. We need you, man. We need you to lock these people up, man. It's all on you, white man. This is your system. You created this. You created this. You created this system. Now we need you to govern it, man. Lock these people up. Trying to put it on Sons, man. It ain't our fault. Yeah. I don't know if it's a glider woman. Let's see. Let's check this out. Let's see if it's a glider woman, man. Let's see, man. That's not her. No, that's another. Damn, look at this nigga. Yo, this nigga killed this woman. Yeah, that's the thing about when you type anything in on Twitter, man. It just show you a bunch of niggas that kill white people. I did that the other day. I was like, God damn, I typed in one thing and it just started showing me a bunch of niggas that kill white people. And what I asked for had nothing to do with it. It said June 2021. Yeah, we did this video. I remember this. She was walking. She was an activist. She was an activist, and she was walking down by a homeless encampment or something. I don't know what she was doing down there. Maybe some research or something. And this nigga, she ran across this nigga. Yeesh. He ended her. He sent her to the nether regions of he sent her to the nether regions. He sent her through a portal into another dimension, man. Her career goal: make it easier. This was her career goal. This lady. This is June 2021. This ugly nigga killed her. Her career goal was to make it easier for black and brown people to avoid jail. Her name was Anat Kimchi. White female. She was really like I don't know. I think she was like Albanian or Armenian. She was from over there. Researching racial disparity in probation sentences. She was randomly murdered. Yeah. She was down by a homeless encampment doing some, that was part of her job. She was like an activist trying to, keep black people out of prison and shit. This nigga just jumped out of the bushes and killed her ass. Who's the victim? In this case, though. They're not making a big deal out of this one. We're not getting to see Trump. This was the guy who set the woman on fire in New York. This was in New York. This is the one I was talking about that happened in New York, I think last year. Was this last year? Yeah, 2024. This guy set a woman on fire in New York. Yo, we talk about the white man, man. Listen, man, no more talk about the white man, man. Leave the white man alone, man. White man cool, man. Salute to everybody out there. Shout out to Boy Kachin. He said, Fire Guy is not Coolio. R.I.P. Coolio, man. You know Coolio just passed away, I think this year. It might have been this year or last year, but Coolio passed away very recently, man. Yeah, he passed away very, very recently. R.I.P. to Coolio, man. Yeah, he got the same hairstyle, man. That's crazy. Giving Coolio a bad name, man. Suicidal empathy. That's what it's called. Yeah, that's what it's called. Suicidal empathy. You ain't lying. But this guy's, where's the white guy go? Oh shit, look at this. Charles Green, 44, charged with murder for arson attack that resulted in the death of Chicago fire captain David Meyer. Okay, this was this was 2022. I think that was 2022. They showing me all this other stuff that I'm not asking for. Who's the young woman that this maniac? I mean, maniac. He doused the woman with fuel and set her on fire. As the woman burned, he screamed, "Burn alive, bitch." Okay, this guy right here. This is another one. This guy right here. Yeah, this guy, he killed the white woman on the train. This was in April. Yeah, this is in April. He stabbed her to death for no reason. This was a random attack too. I guess they showing me all the random attacks on white people in Chicago. When what I put in the search bar is just bringing up all the random attacks on white people. I gotta be more specific with my search details. As I'm trying to find out who the I'm trying to find out who the victim was in this most recent random attack. Okay, this is. I think we do. We have the woman here. This is her being out. Oh, they won't show if you can't see. Man, I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing. Um, she was 26. It says Lawrence Reed, 50 of Chicago, allegedly filled the bottle with gasoline at a West. They, you know what? Well, they can't really stop you if you pay inside. Yeah, if you pay inside, they can't really stop you. Um, Filled the bottle with gasoline at a West Side gas station, boarded the CTA Blue Line train in the loop, approached the 26-year-old woman from behind, poured the liquid over her head and upper body, and set her ablaze using an ignited bottle. Jesus Christ. The savagery. Okay, the 26-year-old's name, Bethany McGee. She's white. Okay, she's white. There we go. Her name is Bethany McGee. Let me see if we can find her. Let me see if we can find. I want to make sure. I don't want to. I don't want to get trolled by the internet. Salute to everybody, man. Make sure you sponsor today's programming, man. We talking about the real, man. The real to real. We talking about the real to real. You hear me? Make sure y'all sponsor today's program. We trying to get 10 sponsors today, man. We trying to get 10 sponsors for today's program. Let me see. Let me see. Her name is Bethany McGee. Where is her? Where? I'm looking for it. I'm looking for her account. I'm trying to find her account. Bethany McGee. So it was. Salute to everybody watching on the website too, man. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yikes. I'll show you this picture. They say Let me just see if this is. I don't want to show the picture unless I know this is really her. This is crazy. You see when the last time she posted August 8th. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I can't confirm that. I can't confirm that that's her. I can't confirm that that's her. They say that's her Facebook. Well, at least she's alive. At least this woman's alive. Let me go to the nobody helped. It didn't look like it was anybody on the train. I will say that. Even though Son's probably what do you think? What can you do if somebody's on fire? Some people probably still wouldn't have helped her because that's who would have been on the train. She would have needed some white people to be on that train, man. She would have needed some white people to be on that train, bro. When you in trouble like that, man. When you in trouble like that, you need white people around, man. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a thou wow.
Breaking tonight, a suspect is now facing a federal terrorism charge in an attack on the CTA Blue Line.
Prosecutors say he's the man who randomly set a woman on fire earlier this week. Courtney Spinelli is at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse where he faced a judge this afternoon. Good evening, Courtney.
Good evening to you both, Ray and Lauren. It was quite an eventful hearing this afternoon. Even before Lawrence Reed walked into the courtroom, he was allegedly spitting on federal agents while he was being held in lockup. That erratic behavior continued during his hearing.
Today, the Chicago U.S. Attorney's Office filed a federal terrorism charge against Lawrence Reed.
U.S. Attorney Andrew Boutros and the head of ATF's Chicago Field Division, detailing graphic allegations laid out in a federal criminal complaint. The 50-year-old suspect was taken into custody Tuesday morning, allegedly making comments that included burn alive expletive.
A 26-year-old woman was deliberately set on fire by Lawrence Reed in an unprovoked attack.
Prosecutors say the victim was on her phone on a CTA Blue Line train approaching the Clark and Lake station when everything happened. Minding her business, Reed allegedly walked over and poured what prosecutors believe was gasoline all over her head and body. The victim allegedly trying to fight off Reed, who chased her in the moving train car. Surveillance video shows Reed then lit the...
Hold on. Let's see this again.
Set on fire by Lawrence Reed in an unprovoked attack.
Prosecutors say the victim was on her phone on a CTA Blue Line train approaching.
Look at this woman right here on her phone. That's how life is. Look at this woman right here on her phone. Look at this man right here sleep. Why'd he choose this woman? This guy's asleep. This woman's also on her phone. Why do you think he chose that woman? Shout out to Boy Kachina once again, man. Why do you guys think he chose that woman? Why do you think he chose this woman? Yeah, she's white. Yeah, she's white, but I mean, come on, don't make assumptions like that, man. Racism is a white thing. Racism is a white thing. Cause it that guy, unless he had issues with women, that guy who was asleep was a perfect target. And that woman, that other woman who's on her phone, she's a target too. I want to know where he came in at. So let's see. Where's the this is the train. I want to know what door he came in at. Because he even walked past one of these people. Whatever door he came in, he walked past either him, because there's the door right here, or her, because there's the other door right here. So he walked past this woman, and went to this woman. I mean, this woman and this man, and went to that one.
Approaching the Clark and Lake station when everything happened. Minding her business, Reed allegedly walked over and poured what prosecutors believe was gasoline all over her head and body. The victim allegedly trying to fight off Reed, who chased her in the moving train car. Surveillance video shows Reed then lit the bottle on fire before using that to light the victim on fire. The suspect allegedly watching as the victim frantically tried to put out the fire by rolling on the ground of the train car.
The surveillance video is difficult to watch and is very disturbing, as a young woman was set ablaze and tried to put herself out while other passengers got out of the way or watched.
It was at the Clark and Lake station where
while other passengers got out of the way or watched. This video is difficult to watch and is very disturbing, as a young woman was set ablaze and tried to put herself out while other passengers got out of the way or watched.
You know what, man? Listen, man. If it was any sisters on there, man, y'all, that was a free chance to hit a white woman, man. You know how you put somebody out. You know when somebody on fire, you know you put them out by hitting them. See, them sisters trying to be so petty, they missed their opportunity, man. You could have beat the shit out that white woman while you was putting her out, man. You missed your chance, man. You gotta smother the flames, man. White people, man. Damn. Isn't it crazy how if you're in need of medical attention or first aid, a white person will almost always help you? But when white people are in need of medical attention or first aid, niggas never help them? Press 1. When white people, when you're a black person and you're in need of medical attention or first aid, a white person will almost always help you. Always. Okay? I've seen it with my own eyes. I was at Charlottesville. I mean, I saw it there. I saw it in real life. You know what I mean? A white person will almost always help you. If I go outside right now and I pop the hood on my car, within 30 minutes, half the white dudes on the block gonna be over there. What's going on, man? You all right, man? What's going on? You need to jump? What's going on? Trying to help me. Now, I mean, there's a couple of black dudes, you know, that might help me. and a couple hombreos that might help me. I mean, I'm not trying to say that they won't, but white people are more likely to just help you. It just is what it is. That's just their nature. This is so sad, man. Because when you're on fire, man, when you're on fire, man, that's when you really need somebody. Press 1, man. Like when you're drowning, when you're on fire, those are like the two big ones, man. Those are the two big ones. You're drowning or you're on fire. There's a lot of them, but those are two ones where it's like, yo, help, yo. And if there are people around, just for you guys, if you ever see somebody on fire, take off your coat and just beat them with your coat. Take off your coat and just beat them with your coat. That's how you put the flyers up. That's how you put the flames up. If you have on a coat, take it off and just beat them with it. Bong, bong. That'll put out the flies. You got to keep doing it over and over and over again. Yeah, but if he doused her in gasoline, stop, dropping, and rolling ain't really going to help her. She did the right thing, stop, dropping, and rolling, right? But you got to remember, he doused her in gasoline, and then he chased her. Then he went and lit a bottle. So she's doused. Her clothes are saturated in gasoline. All she really could have done, because her hair, he doused her head. Yeah, it really was nothing she could do because her hair, in white people's hair, is not like our hair. Our hair stands up. Their hair she's a white woman, so she's probably got long hair, and now it's doused in gasoline, and her clothes are doused in gasoline. The most she could have done is strip. Instantly, just start stripping. But once he set her on fire, it was going to be very hard for her to put herself out. Press 1. She was going to need some assistance.
Is difficult to watch and is very disturbing as a young woman was set ablaze and tried to put herself out while other passengers got out of the way or watched.
It was at the Clarkin Lake Station where police found the victim critically injured after 2 Good Samaritans helped put out the flames on the platform. According to court documents, investigators say Reed used a gas pump to fill a bottle at a gas station about 20 minutes before the attack. In court Wednesday, Reed yelling over Judge Laura McNally continuously, saying he pleads guilty and will represent himself. McNally said, "When you walked in here, I presumed you to be innocent of these charges. I'm guilty," Reed responded.
Lawrence Reed had no business being on the streets, given his violent criminal history and his pending criminal cases.
Reed's history spans decades.
See, right now it's on her to sue the fucking. I know she's a woke woman. She's a white woman in Chicago. I get it. It's incumbent on her to sue the city of Chicago, man. if you don't sue, if you victims don't start suing these cities, nothing's going to change. Everything in America has changed in the courtroom. Everybody thinks the civil rights movement was about Dr. King. He was the biggest figure in the civil rights movement, marching and protesting. No, he was not. You know who the biggest figures in the civil rights movement were? Thurgood Marshall, Cecil B. Moore, the lawyers. The lawyers that brought the cases, Brown versus the Board of Education, things like that. That's what got you niggas your rights. That's what got everybody anything in this country legally. Protesting is good, to draw like public outrage and to spread awareness. But legally, you remember with 2020, them protesters didn't do shit. It was all them lawyers that went in the courtroom and got the local police departments defunded, sued the local police departments, got some consent decrees on all the police departments. It was the lawyers that do everything. You got to start suing these cities, man. This guy should have never been out, man. He said Marion Barry. Stupid. You got to start suing these people, man.
With arrests back to the mid-90s for domestic battery and battery on the public way. According to his record, he's been arrested 71 times and convicted 13.
He's been arrested 71 times. I thought it was 49. Twitter said 49. So they were off by 22. Shit. This fucker been arrested 71 times. I wonder how much time he did in prison. I would estimate he probably did about 10 years in prison. So you get arrested 71 times. Jesus Christ. Fucking A. Wow. Fucking A, man. 73 strikes and you're out. Yeah, man, 73 strikes and you're out. So this was 72. I think this right here was his 72nd arrest. I don't think he's going to get 73, man. I think he's 72 and you out. Oh. Take the $5 challenge. Support today's programming take the $5 pledge. Support today's programming. Need you guys to really support the show. This is Hamida Bosha. TSM in the building.
Times in Cook County. He was on pretrial release for a battery case, accused of assaulting a hospital employee. Court records also show he pleaded guilty to arson in a 2020 case where he set fire at the Thompson Center.
Reed had plenty of second chances by the criminal justice system, and as a result, you have an innocent victim in the hospital fighting for her life.
Now, Reed is expected back here at 10 Friday morning for a hearing to determine whether he will remain in custody pending trial. We expect to learn much more as that happens. But for now, we will send it back to you live from the Dirksen Federal Courthouse. I'm Courtney Spinelli, WGN News.
I,
Well, another story that we are following very closely. It takes us out to Chicago in Illinois. A man now federally charged after setting a woman on fire on the train. We do have our team down at Fox 32. A reporter, Roseanne, there is joining us live. And Roseanne, this is quite the investigation that's underway.
Right. It was a horrendous incident, but a pretty quick investigation because they made their arrest yesterday, as you reported. Lawrence Reed, who's 50 years old, is now charged with terrorism on mass transit. He's been charged with setting a fire before. In fact, he set a fire at our Thompson government building here in Chicago years ago. But since 2017, he's been charged with everything from criminal damage to property to possession of a controlled substance and battery for punching women in the face. Well, now we know that Reed purchased gasoline shortly before the CTA attack. Authorities shared that video with us, and prosecutors showed CTA video that shows this man confronting a woman as she sat on the train. He walks up, pours gasoline on her. Then as she tries to run, he has a small bottle of gas that he ignites and begins to start her on fire. She's just 26 years old. She's in critical condition. U.S. attorneys had this to say yesterday.
Lawrence Reed had no business being on the streets given his violent criminal history and his pending criminal cases. Reed had plenty of second chances by the criminal justice system, and as a result, you have an innocent victim in the hospital fighting for her life. Because of the swift action of CPD, ATF, and our law enforcement partners, there will be no other chances for Mr. Reed.
Right. And that gentleman was actually with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, which also took part in this investigation. Now, if this man is found guilty, he is in federal custody and will face life in prison. And that's the latest on this story from
I
Chicago.
want to see what Fox got to say about it, man. Fox usually get better commentary, man, than these people.
Horrific story out of Chicago. A man with a long, violent criminal history is facing a terrorism charge after police say he set a woman on fire on a train. Chanley Painter joins us now with more. And Chanley, we saw this take place in New York and now
Nice.
Chicago. Right.
Hey, Fox. I told you about Fox, didn't I? Fox got the best coverage, don't they? Fox got the best coverage, don't they? Jesus. Salute to Fox, man. Fox know how to find her, man. She was doing the local news in Des Moines, man. Go on, white woman.
Place in New York and now Chicago.
Right, Carly. So police say the 26-year-old victim was riding the Blue Line train in Chicago around 9 p.m. when this man, 50-year-old Lawrence Reed, allegedly approached her from behind, removed the cap from a bottle.
Where this nigga.
Victim was riding the Blue Line train in Chicago around 9 p.m. when this man, 50-year-old Lawrence Reed, allegedly approached her from behind, removed the cap from a bottle of liquid, and then poured it all over the victim's head and body. The woman attempted to fight off Reed, and then she ran, but Reed eventually caught up with her. Police say that after igniting the bottle and then he dropped it, he used it to ignite the bottle and then set the victim on fire. Now, according to the complaint, surveillance footage showed the woman's body engulfed in flames. And then when she tried to extinguish it, she was rolling on the ground. And then she gets off the train at the next stop, but collapses. Police say she was taken to the hospital and is still in critical condition. Reed allegedly walked away from the scene, but federal investigators caught up with him the next morning wearing the same clothes, and he had burn injuries on his right hand. They say Reed bought the gasoline about 20 minutes before the attack. Reed faces a charge of committing a terrorist act against a mass transportation system. Federal prosecutors saying this quote, "This horrific attack was not just a barbaric assault on an innocent woman riding a train, but an act of terrorism that strikes at the core of our American way of life." The U.S. Attorney's Office in Chicago, together with our federal, state, and local law enforcement partners, will take immediate and resolute action to bring swift justice to the victim. Prosecutors also confirming that Reed has an extensive criminal history, including a previous aggravated arson charge with connection to a fire in 2020. And if convicted, Reed faces up to life in prison. Todd, over to you.
Chanley, thank you. Let's bring in criminal defense attorney and Fox News contributor Donna Rotunno. Donna, if blue states like Illinois continue to allow career criminals like this back out on the streets to terrorize communities, don't we need more creative prosecutions like this? The federal government saying, we're going to take the lead here and use something as what I would call unique as this mass transit hook.
Absolutely. First of all, this is a horrific crime, and my heart goes out to this poor woman on this train. I mean, you're living your life, you're going through your life, and then this happens to you. It's absolutely horrific. I live in Chicago, so this story really speaks to me. I am very, very confident in the federal government in terms of taking this over and doing the right thing. I think that they've charged him as most significantly as they can, and hopefully it will be beneficial to the victim.
So under the Trump DOJ, you would expect to see more of these federal prosecutions when the state, quite frankly, gives up.
I would. And I will say that, especially in Chicago, we have had a new state's attorney for several months now, and that we are seeing a turn here in the tide in terms of more vigorous prosecution on gun crimes, violent crimes. They have risen the retail theft threshold. So I have seen that it is getting a little bit more serious, which is good, but I definitely think the federal government taking over here was the right call.
I mean, it's the job of the prosecutors, represent the victims, because they have nobody speaking for them. That's literally their job. The fact that they've abdicated that role in so many blue cities and states across the country is horrific. Want to get your thoughts on this. 18-year-old Anna Kempter will be laid to rest in a celebration of life today in Florida as her grandpa breaks his silence in a statement to Fox News Digital. Quote, "I don't know why Anna was staying in a room with her stepbrother. We are living in a nightmare. The FBI has kept us in the dark, never contacted us. The Kempners haven't told us anything. We've learned from Facebook posts that the stepson is a suspect." That's what reports are saying as well. At this point, Donna, what do prosecutors need from investigators to bring formal charges against the stepbrother?
Well, clearly they're.
Well, I didn't hear about that one. But yeah, man, great.
Breaking tonight, a suspect is now facing.
Let's check out this Charlotte shit, man. These kids in Charlotte leaving school, man, over ICE, man. It's like thousands. I can't even tell you how many. I gotta watch the news to see how many left school this morning. Let's see.
Turning now to the Trump administration's latest round of sweeping immigration raids. This time, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Federal agents raided job sites and parking lots, arresting dozens of people over the weekend as part of what they're calling this operation.
Raided job sites and parking lots. Look at the way she says it, though. Think about the way she says it, what she's trying to make it look like. Think about what she just said. Listen closely to what she just said. She's trying to portray a certain image of ICE and the people who are behind ICE. They're trying to portray a certain image of what ICE is about and what they do. Okay? Listen to what she says. Let's shout out to Roger Wood. Listen to what she says. She said, but crime is down. Facts. Listen to what she says.
Turning now to the Trump administration's latest round of.
Turning now to the Trump administration's latest round of ICE raids. Now, listen to what she says that they do.
Turning now to the Trump administration's latest round of sweeping immigration raids. This time, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Federal agents raided job sites and parking lots, arresting.
They raided job sites. So they're going, man, Trump is just going to people's jobs. Trump is going to job sites and they so disingenuous. This shit is criminal, man. Even before Charlie Kirk, it was criminal. But definitely after Charlie Kirk, it's criminal. This is criminal. These people are illegals, and we're arresting illegals. We're not going to job sites, wherever the fuck. We're arresting illegals.
Dozens of people over the weekend as part of what they're calling this Operation Charlotte's Web. The raids were met with protests and objections from local leaders in a city that, well, prides itself on welcoming immigrants. Skylar Henry has more from Charlotte.
Federal immigration agents swept across Charlotte over the weekend, from landscaping gigs to shopping centers, arresting 81 people on Saturday alone. And yesterday, the Department of Homeland Security said a U.S. citizen drove a large van at law enforcement mid-operation, ramming cars and injuring an officer before he was arrested. The immigration raids drew protests in a strongly Democratic city where around 18% of residents were born outside the U.S.
A lot of friends and family and acquaintances who say that they're not going out. They're having their kids who are citizens go and pick up their clothes and food for them.
Customs and Border Protection Chief of Patrol Gregory Bovino uploaded photos of several people who were apprehended, claiming they are in the country illegally and outlining their alleged criminal histories. But in videos posted online, some who were detained said they do have legal status. That includes Willie Isotuno, who was filming as federal agents broke a window of his truck before detaining him Saturday, even though he says he's a citizen. They threw me to the ground, and I always have my papers with me in my bag, he said. They didn't care. I told them many times. Once the agents did look at his documents, Isotuno said he was allowed to walk back to his car.
Any level of coordination with local or state officials has been basically non-existent.
Mark Jarrell is the chair of the Mecklenburg County Board of Commissioners.
People are scared. They're living in fear. I don't know who is being targeted. I don't know if it's a community or if it's individuals.
Commissioner Jarrell also told us that it is unclear whether federal agents will continue sweeping Charlotte in the days ahead, or for that matter, where they could be. Next, internal Homeland Security preparations obtained by CBS News have listed New Orleans as the next target for immigration raids. Tony?
Skylar, thank you very much.
Now at 5:30, the number of arrests during Operation Charlotte's Web surpassing 250. That does not include what happened today.
Today, Border Patrol agents making rounds in the high country. Before they rolled in, protesters lined a busy street in Boone. Coming up in 5 minutes, our Dave Faraday has an hour-by-hour look at the operation in the foothills.
More students are missing class this week. CMS now says 30,000 students were absent Monday, and almost 26,000 were not in class yesterday.
30,000 kids walked out. 30,000. They're using this as an excuse to skip school. Press 1. These kids are using this as an excuse to skip school. 30,000 kids didn't go to school to protest ICE raids. They're using this as an excuse to skip school. That's smart. Now, that's smart. Very smart. I am not. I respect it. I was a kid once. I respect it. I was definitely a kid once. I respect it. I respect the game. All right? I respect it. But you motherfuckers are 30,000 kids. So every kid in the city just was like, we're not going to school. That, you know what that tells me too? The parents are in on it too. The parents are like, yeah, you don't have to go to school. The parents are woke. This is a very woke town. Take the $5 challenge, support the channel. Let's see if we can get some more people to sponsor today's programming, man. If we can get 10, we're going to come back live tonight. Shout out to Richard, man. He says, love from Turin. Okay, I don't know what Turin is. I got to look that up. Horse, salute you, sir. Proud to be an American on the same soil as you. Watch all your videos. Best wishes. Wish I could send more. Just a poor farmer. Hey, man. That's all I ask you guys to sponsor the program, and you sponsored the program. Thank you, sir. We're looking for 7 more people to sponsor the show. If we get 7 more, man, we're gonna do a show tonight, man. Shout out to you. Where's Turin, man? Let me look for Turin. Where's Turin? Turin. Oh man, Italy. We just got a donation from Italy. I told you, Europe and Australia love this channel, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
So there's been an impact not only on classroom attendance, some businesses have also seen an impact.
They say workers and customers are not showing up like they usually do. Our Joe Bruno is live in East Charlotte with more on that. Joe?
Some places have been closed all week. Others, like Tacos El Nevado, made the decision to close relatively recently. They are planning to be closed throughout this CBP operation. But from the restaurant closures to the church pews, the immigration enforcement is having a community impact.
Business is slow at this barber shop off South Boulevard. A barber tells Telemundo Charlotte and me that most of his clients are afraid to leave their homes.
People are scared. They aren't coming. A lot of customers aren't showing up anymore.
This Hispanic market off of South Boulevard is closed. A sign on the front door warns of ICE activity. Same with the Bellata restaurant.
It's really good food, actually. I was trying to get some breakfast, some lunch, and a drink.
Then Brian Barreto saw this sign saying the Honduran restaurant is closed for your security and ours.
It's pretty freaking sad.
It's not just restaurants feeling the impact. Construction sites across the city look like this, deserted. Our Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church has canceled all activities outside of Mass. Last Sunday's services drew 50 instead of the typical 500. Our Lady of Guadalupe is also seen in this mural on the side of Tacos El Nevado.
That collection plate was looking skimpy. Press 1. Oh man, they hate Trump. That collection plate was looking like,
Our Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church has canceled all activities outside of Mass. Last Sunday's services drew 50 instead of the typical 500. Our Lady of Guadalupe is also seen in this mural on the side of Tacos El Nevado. It's always voted one of Charlotte's best taco places.
Yeah, but you know, guess what is really taco is really Charlotte's best taco place. Taco Bell, man. We got Taco Bell, we good, man. We don't need these motherfuckers, man. We got Taco Bell, man. We got Chipotle, man. We good, man. Shout out to Roger Wood. We got 4 down. That's 6 to go. He says, Operation No One Left Behind. No one left behind, man. Trump is funny enough to actually call it that, man. I'm lobbying for Trump to call the next operation No One Left Behind. Come on, Trump. Grow a pair. Come on, Trump. Come on, Trump. We asking for you, man. Please. No one left behind, man.
But on Instagram, the popular restaurant's owner says he made the call to close it for now because of the CBP operation.
Back to Our Lady of Guadalupe Church. We are told by the church that if Border Patrol agents are ever spotted on their property, that they are to contact the bishop immediately so the bishop can contact the Vatican. Reporting live in East Charlotte, Joe Bruno, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, Joe, thank
you.
Turning now to the Trump administration's
breaking tonight. A suspect.
Fuck you, bitch. Charlotte's Web.
There are new details coming in on what city might be next, actually, the next target for ICE and Border Patrol in the president's immigration crackdown. Sources now tell CNN that the Trump administration's top border official is expected in New Orleans early next month. Raids in North Carolina have been ongoing. More than 200 people have been arrested in Charlotte, North Carolina over the last 3 days. And it's not just Charlotte. Federal agents have also been seen in Wake and Durham counties. CNN's Diane Gallagher is in Charlotte tracking all of this for us. What is the latest that you're picking up, Diane?
You know, Kate, we're in East Charlotte where many immigrant-owned businesses and immigrants in the city tend to live. And if I am quiet for just a moment, you hear nothing. It is dead out here. The businesses are closed. There are not people walking on the streets. We didn't see kids waiting at the bus stop. And that's kind of how you can describe the city of Charlotte right now. We're on day 5 of this, quote, Operation Charlotte's Web from Customs and Border Protection. And you can see the chilling effect across the city. Citizens, undocumented people, who all say that they just feel uncomfortable right now being in their city. Now, you mentioned that the operation has sort of moved beyond Charlotte's city limits. We're talking about 2.5, 3 hours north there in Wake County and Cary and Durham and Raleigh, but also in the neighboring cities of Charlotte right now. The Huntersville mayor saying there's been activity in her city right now. We are looking at what the effect has been here. The school system saying that, again, on Monday, more than 30,000 students were absent. That is nearly triple the average number of kids. So they are seeing this effect. DHS says so far they feel like they're having quite a fruitful operation here, talking about those more than...
Hold on, wait. So every day they have 10,000 kids absent? Jesus Christ.
100 arrests. People in the community, though, say they are going to continue fighting back. At the Mecklenburg County Board of Commissioners last night, they passed a resolution saying they supported their immigrant neighbors here in the city of Charlotte, and people spoke out.
Violence for political purposes is terrorism. What is happening in the streets of Mecklenburg County is not public safety, it's not security, it's meant to instill fear.
Now, CNN sources have indicated that Gregory Bovino and at least 250 officers will head to New Orleans that first week of December. But the governor of North Carolina says he's not exactly sure when the operation here in Charlotte will end. Josh Stein says that though he has contacted the White House, no one has responded to his reach outs, that he has not been in contact with CBP about the operation and has no idea when they will actually leave the Queen City.
That seems to be a consistent through line with all of these operations, is that absolutely no coordination with local officials, as is traditional. Diane, thank you so much for that reporting.
How? We want justice, you say how? ICE out of Raleigh now! ICE out of Raleigh now!
Immigration officials in North Carolina spotted in more cities, and the people of the state want them out. Protesters taking to the streets as more than 200 arrests are made in Charlotte. Mom and pop shops shutting their doors out of precaution. More than 30,000 students in the Charlotte area kept home from school on Monday. The Mecklenburg County Board of Commissioners passed a resolution last night affirming constitutional protections for immigrant communities. Now, while the move is mostly symbolic, it is aimed at helping calm some of the fears.
Yo me siento con miedo. I feel fear just for being Latina, and I asked one of them why they had deceived us.
Wait a second. Are you illegal or not? If you're not illegal, why are you using this as an opportunity to not have to go to work? What the hell? I don't understand this shit, man. I live around a shit ton of illegals. Half my block is illegals. I mean, my bad. Half my block is Hispanics. Freudian slip, man. Freudian slip. Half my block is Hispanics, man. I don't want to hear this shit. Nobody on my block looks scared. These motherfuckers outside working on their cars, taking their kids to work. When I pick up my kids at school, there's a bunch of fucking hombredos up there picking their kids up. Whenever I go to the fucking mall, when I go to fucking Chipotle, when I go to fucking Target, we went to Five Below this last weekend. When I had my kids, I took them to Five Below. Nothing but I was the tallest. Listen, I was the tallest motherfucker in there by a foot. Nothing but hombredos in there. This whole thing that a burrito, this is bullshit. If you ain't fucking illegal, man, what the fuck are you scared of, man? This is performative bullshit. Now, we can deport you. If you want to get deported, we can deport you. Shit. This is performative bullshit.
They had told us they were going to look for criminals, but they are not looking for criminals. They're only following.
You don't know what's going on, bitch. You have no clue what's going on. You don't know anything about their directives, the mission, where they're targeted. You don't know anything, bitch. You don't know a fucking thing about anything. Press 1. She don't know the first thing about anything. She don't know the logistics, the targets, the intelligence they have, the reconnaissance they've done. how many units they have, where the units are going, how much, how many officers they're going to allocate to each district or ward in the city. They don't know it. This bitch don't know a thing about nothing. Not one fucking thing about anything that ICE is doing.
Following the profile we have, that we are Latinos, Hispanics. They're pursuing us. We're like at war in the city.
Shut up.
I want to take this to the group chat for a couple of reasons. One, Chuck, the recent Supreme Court ruling says that agents are allowed to question people based on how they look, the language they speak. Kavanaugh saying, look, it's typically brief. Those individuals go free, right? After they make it clear that they're U.S. citizens. How is this playing out in reality to you when you see someone with a quote like that, or just what you're seeing in these cities?
The terror is real. And we were just talking about Virginia and New Jersey, and I bring it back there and we'll connect it because we knocked on 100,000 Latino doors in Passaic, New Jersey. You saw the big swing in that vote from Trump back to Mikey Sherrill. And when we were talking to Latinos at the door, they were angry that the process hasn't come down like Trump had talked about. But at the center of everything was this anxiety in an immigrant community about these ICE agents that are masked, that are there, that are picking up law-abiding citizens, their neighbors, their friends. They were like, sure, we were all about getting bad people out of our country, deport all the criminals, but not our neighbors. Didn't you see in North Carolina, the fastest growing state in the country of Latino population over the last 25 years? And you also look at this state where
the fastest growing, that's why they go down there, then, motherfucker, because you can't grow that fast without illegals, fucker. Unless every burrito's having triplets. Like, come on, man.
it's probably got the most vulnerable Senate race coming up in the next midterm elections. That's less than a year from now.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about it, Dustin. It's a purple state. We did actually see a meaningful swing in New Jersey in the exact coalition of voters, some Latino voters, that Republicans said, look what we can do. We can make gains here. And those gains look eroded. What do you see in a state like North Carolina, where the political question's really live?
Well, in New Jersey, it might seem strange to some people, but that's largely because Donald Trump wasn't on the ballot, and he seems to be the one who is able to win over those voters. Looking at national pollings in the November Harvard-Harris poll, it might be surprising to some folks. It's actually surprising to me. 54% still say that they would like to see all of those immigrants who are here illegally to be deported.
Here illegally.
Here illegally,
So
yes.
when people are picked up who are...
Nobody's being deported. The bitch, you whore, you fucking whore bag. Shut up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen to what she no one who's here illegally is being deported. These lies are criminal, man. This stuff is criminal what they do on the news, man. This is criminal. You're telling people lies on purpose.
It's a purple state. We did actually see a meaningful swing in New Jersey in the exact coalition of voters, some Latino voters, that Republicans said, look what we can do. We can make gains here. And those gains look eroded. What do you see in a state like North Carolina, where the political question's really live?
Well, in New Jersey, it might seem strange to some people, but that's largely because Donald Trump wasn't on the ballot, and he seems to be the one who is able to win over those voters. Looking at national pollings in the November Harvard-Harris poll, it might be surprising to some folks. It's actually surprising to me. 54% still say that they would like to see all of those immigrants who are here illegally to be deported.
Here illegally.
Here illegally,
So
yes.
when people are picked up who are legally here, do those images, social media videos resonate?
When I'm talking about, like, you see the media coverage, obviously it can inspire fear for folks, and I get that. But this has been the issue that ultimately 2024, the economy, the lawfare, the assassination attempts, of course, had an impact on the election, but it largely turned on the immigration issue.
And so
it
you think you're
continues-
still good. You don't see red
Let
flags yet.
him
I don't
finish.
personally.
Let him finish. He's not saying what she wants him to say, so she keeps cutting him off. Shout out to Raw Rodriguez, man. Raw Rodriguez in the building. Salute to you, man. We got 5 down, man. We need 5 more people to sponsor the show. 5 more people to sponsor the show so we can have another show tonight, man. We go live tonight if another 5 people to sponsor the show. Another 5 people to take the challenge, take the pledge. We'll have another show tonight, man. I don't know what's going to happen in the news between now and tonight, but it don't matter. Blackistan is always going to be. We can cover Blackistan tonight, man. If don't nothing else happen major. Yeah, man. Sponsor tonight's program. Let's see. I hate these liberal women on I hate these liberal women. I don't care if they black or white. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
Has been the issue that ultimately 2024, the economy, the lawfare, the assassination attempts, of course, had an impact on the election, but it largely turned on the immigration issue.
And so you think you're still good. You don't see red flags yet.
I don't personally,
Yeah.
but I'm just telling you what the public opinion
So
is.
to your point about the media, I want
But
to.
what y'all are doing ain't working. He's saying what y'all doing ain't working as well as you wanted to. All the propaganda and bullshit that y'all are doing on the news, motherfuckers still want all these illegals gone. Even though it appears that the sky is falling from what y'all report on the news, people still want the illegals gone. The majority of America still wants those motherfuckers gone. That's basically what he just told her ass. Yes.
For folks, and I get that, but this has been the issue that ultimately 2024, the economy, the lawfare, the assassination attempts, of course, had an impact on the election, but it largely turned on the immigration issue.
And so you think you're still good. You don't see red flags yet.
I don't personally,
Yeah.
but I'm just telling you what the public opinion
So
is.
to your point about the media, I want to play for you what Pope Leo had to say, because, they can put these videos out without us.
Leo.
Here he is.
What the fuck will Pope Leo mean?
We have to look for ways of treating people humanely, treating people with the dignity that they have. But when people are living
Hey,
good,
you fucking faggot. And by that, and literally, you faggot. We gave them debit cards in hotel rooms and SNAP benefits when they got here. Fuck you with the treat them humanely shit. Gaslighting, you faggot. Fuck you, punk. Soon as they got here, they got a physical, they got a fucking hotel room, they got a debit card, they got SNAP benefits. They got all these fucking organizations bringing them fucking food and clothing and shit. And they got to sit on their asses in America and complain about every fucking thing. The gravy train comes to an end now, you fucking faggot. Fuck you, Pope. Who gives a fuck what the Pope thinks? Acting like we treated these people poorly. When these people got here, man, we treated these people wonderfully, man. Press 1. Shout out to Roger Wood, man. That's 6 down. He says, hey, ho, Juan and his cousins have got... Hey, ho, Juan and his cousins have got to go. Hey, ho. Yeah, man. All of them, man. All the illegals. All the illegals got to go, man. Gotta go, man. Sorry, man. No, I'm not sorry. Because I voted for this shit. The fuck I voted for, motherfucker. This is literally what I voted for. Tired of this shit. This is what I voted for. Fucker.
Lives, and many of them for 10, 15, 20 years, to treat them in a way that is extremely disrespectful, to say the least. And there's been some violence, unfortunately.
This has been also followed up by bishops who put out a video also agreeing with the Pope. I know that DHS is proud of what they are doing. They talk about
Yeah, like bitch. What about a fair and balance? What about, is there anything good you got to say about the men and women out there protecting our country by getting rid of these fucking leeches? These fucking, shout out to Barry B, man. Barry B is in the building. 7 down, man. 7 down. We need 3 more. 3 more, man. 3 more people. And we're going to do a extravaganza tonight, man. We're going to do a show tonight, man. 3 more people sponsor the show, man. Take the challenge, man, so we can meet the pledge, man. This coverage is so biased that it's like, it's not even news. Trump should make a law where these people can't call themselves news anymore. This is not news. This is straight, unadulterated propaganda. If this was news, they would be saying something about ICE and literally what they're trying to do. The only thing, let me show you this, man. The only thing this news segment showed you about what ICE was doing, the only perspective they gave of ICE and what ICE is doing, it might not even have been in this one. This one might not even have given one. Yeah, this one here. This is the only perspective from the ICE side. This random hombrito bitch.
helping calm some of the fears.
I feel fear just for being Latina, and I asked one of them why they had deceived us. They had told us they were going to look for criminals, but they are not looking for criminals. They are only following the profile we have, that we are Latinos, Hispanics. They're pursuing us. We're like at war in the city.
That's the only person who actually gave an account of what ICE is doing. Nobody from ICE has been interviewed. This is a 9-minute segment, and nobody from ICE has been interviewed. We haven't gotten one fucking perspective from ICE in a 9-minute segment. Not one perspective. The only perspective from ICE is we got from this bitch. This is not news. This is straight propaganda.
I know that DHS is proud of what they are doing. They talk about, I think 527,000 have been removed under the Trump administration's leadership. This is following up on a promise. Do they see any red flags from the last election? Like, help me understand their approach.
Well, I think the White House is actually really supportive of what DHS is doing. I think to your point, yes, there are a lot of polls that show that the American voter is relatively still supportive of this idea of we need to be deporting people who are in this country. What they aren't supportive, though, in polls and anecdotally that I've heard
Listen to what she said. Listen to how she framed it.
American voter is relatively still supportive of this idea of we need to be deporting people who are in this country. What they are.
Did you hear it? Press 1 if you heard it. Press 1 if you heard it.
That the American voter is relatively still supportive of this idea of we need to be deporting people who are in this country. What they aren't supportive, though, in polls and
Did you hear it? Did you hear it? She left out the illegal part. Watch how she leaves out the illegal part. Watch how she leaves out the part of the illegals. She just says, deporting people that are in this country. These people are, this is propaganda. This is not news.
Your point, yes, there are a lot of polls that show that the American voter is relatively still supportive of this idea of we need to be deporting people who are in this country. What they aren't supportive, though, in polls and anecdotally that I've heard from folks across the political spectrum of these really harsh videos that look like they're just kind of pulling people off the street. And so I think that there is a risk there for the White House. But, you know, Donald Trump himself has said not enough of that is happening in various different interviews. And so I think you're going to see them continue to push. Obviously, Greg.
No, none of that is happening. These people are resisting. None of that is happening, ma'am. These people are resisting. They aren't being treated harshly. You have to go with us. You're being detained. You're not being treated harshly. You're being detained. Come on, let's go. If you drag your feet and drop your weight and pull and tussle, you're not being treated harshly. You're actually resisting. That's all that's happening. You're seeing videos of people resisting. They're not being treated harshly. Let's stop this shit, man.
Bovino being in North Carolina and
This is the
potentially
Customs
moving.
and Border
This is the
Patrol
Customs
chief,
Border
who
Patrol-
a lot of questions
has-
were raised about his use of force in
In
Chicago.
Chicago,
No,
but-
bitch, do you know she's talking? And listen, I know she's selling propaganda, but whenever she might slip up, see, this is what they also do on CNN. Even when one of them liberals they bring on, if they slip up and about to tell the truth, they'll cut them off too. Press 1. They'll cut off whenever the conservative says something that might be the truth, they're going to definitely cut him off. But when one of theirs slips up and starts telling the truth, they get cut off too. Watch.
We're going to see them continue to push. Obviously, Greg Bovino being in North Carolina and
This is the
potentially
Customs
moving.
and Border
This is the
Patrol
Customs
chief,
Border
who
Patrol-
a lot of questions
has-
were raised about his use of force in
in
Chicago.
Chicago, but he's really been elevated at a really kind of accelerated scale by DHS and by the White House to be in these positions and to kind of lead the front in these new Democratic cities, which should be mentioned, right?
It's really important to say here that our immigration system as a whole has been broken since 9/11. It's almost been impossible to come here, quote unquote, legally. So a lot of people have come to this country and have followed all the rules except maybe crossing the border, and they contribute $28 billion to Social
We
Security.
should make it clear, a
every
lot
year.
of the rules are different now, right?
So
as
if you're
various
giving
things
money
have
to
been
Social
revoked.
Security, you're working and paying Social Security taxes.
Right, but I think from the White House's perspective, what they're saying is that what you see in the streets and on the videos is not a huge problem to them now.
Okay, we'll see. Those are your videos they're talking about. We'll see if there's more of them.
A horrific story unfolding in Cokato tonight, where police say a 20-year-old woman was bludgeoned to death with a sledgehammer.
Who did it? Who did it? I haven't never seen that video. Who did that? Who did that? Shout out to my man Big Pete. Big Pete says, salute, cuz. Appreciate the day stream, cuz. They done switched me to day shift. Oh, yeah. All right, man. We will have to do more daytime streams, man. I've had the ability to do that, man. Yeah, man. Let's get 2 more people sponsor the show. Shout out to Big Pete, man. Big Pete in the building, man. 2 more people sponsor the show. We're gonna go back tonight, man. I'm gonna do a show tomorrow in the day for Big Pete, man. Even if it's only an hour, man. Even if it's only an hour, man. Because I don't know what my schedule gonna be like tomorrow, but I'll do something for Big Pete tomorrow, man. Shout out to Big Pete in the building, sponsoring the program, man. Big Pete, big time supporter, man. But yeah, we need 2 more people to sponsor the show right now so we can come back tonight, cover whatever breaking news there is, and the Sun Man, the Sun community. Salute to all you guys. Yeah, man. Who what's your face? This girl who did whatever to this girl, man? Who what they say, bludgeoned to death at work with a sledgehammer? Yeah, who bludgeoned this girl to death at work with a sledgehammer? Who bludgeoned this girl to death at work with a fucking sledgehammer? Who bludgeoned this girl to death at work with a sledgehammer?
A horrific story unfolding in Cokato tonight, where police say a 20-year-old woman was bludgeoned to death with a sledgehammer, allegedly by her coworker. And court documents show the suspect told police he planned to kill the woman because he didn't like her. The woman was attacked early yesterday morning at Advanced Process Technologies in Wright County. Jessica.
Well, I mean, I will say this. That is, at least he gave a reason. Like he gave a reason. So what we can't really call this unprovoked, man. Said he didn't like the bitch, man. I mean, hey, man, he gave a reason, man. And listen, man, I salute him, though, man. He gave a reason.
Police, he planned to kill the woman because he didn't like her. The woman was attacked early yesterday morning at Advanced Process Technologies in Wright County. Jessica Hart went to Cokato today and has the latest on the investigation.
Investigators say 20-year-old Amber Zeck was allegedly killed by a coworker. Her father says she was outgoing, a hard worker, and loved her job as a welder. According to the criminal complaint, 40-year-old David DeLong admitted to police he didn't like Zeck and has been...
We off the hook. We off the hook. We ain't do it, man. Don't look at me, y'all. I ain't do it. We ain't do it, man. Y'all seem disappointed, man. Y'all should be happy. I would think y'all would be happy that a son man didn't do it. Shouldn't you be happy that a son man didn't do it? Like, seriously. I mean, I'm not even trying to be funny. You should be like, whew, thank God, man. These son men slowing down. They're giving us a break, man. Y'all seem like y'all wanted it to be a son man. Nah, man, this is a white man did this shit, man. Shout out to my man. One more. We need one more. Shout out to my man, Bag of Donuts, man. Salute the Bag of Donuts, man. In the building, man. We love cops around here, man. We always need some donuts for the cops, man. For all the cops that watching the show, man. Salute, man. One more person sponsored the program. Yeah, man. Look, she got whacked by one of her own kind. You got this was the normal. This is the way nature is supposed to work, man. Nature's running its course, man. She got whacked. She looked like she thinks she a dude, don't she? Don't let me find out she was acting like a dude. she was cosplaying a dude and got treated like a dude. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No way, man. Oh, man.
By a coworker. Her father says she was outgoing, a hard worker, and loved her job as a welder. According to the criminal complaint, 40-year-old David DeLong admitted to police he didn't like Zek and has been planning to kill her for some time. The complaint says surveillance video shows DeLong picking up a sledgehammer and hitting her multiple times at her workstation. DeLong told a witness, "I hit her with your hammer. She is by your toolbox. She is gone," the complaint states. This happened Tuesday morning at Advanced Processing Technologies in Cokato. In a statement, a company spokesperson says they are heartbroken by yesterday's tragedy and our thoughts are with the victim's family and friends in this terrible moment. DeLong has been charged with second-degree murder. Wright County Attorney Brian Lutz said in a statement, "I will evaluate this case for a possible charge of first-degree premeditated murder, which requires convening a grand jury." People who knew Amber say she was a good person with lots of energy. She went to Hutchinson High School where she played basketball and got into welding. Zek completed the welding program at Alexandria Technical and Community College in spring 2024. In a statement, the college says she exemplified the qualities we strive to instill in all our students: hard work, determination, and professionalism. Her father says she has 2 younger siblings and will be greatly missed. Her father says she was constantly on the go and started working at Advanced Processing Technologies after she graduated. I asked him if there was any way the community could support him and his family, and he said he hasn't thought about it yet because he's just too heartbroken.
Oh, you can understand why he would be. Just an awful story. Jessica, thank you.
Woo! RIP to that woman, though, man. Yeah, man. Seriously, though, RIP to that woman, man, and her family, man. And her family, man. That she, they it is a tragedy, man. Just the natural course of things, man. Jeez. Homie got shits. Damn.
So you're gonna throw coffee on an 11-month-old baby? You cry? Go!
That woman now facing deportation after Volusia County deputies say she threw coffee on another woman, her baby, and their dog. This all happened near New Smyrna Beach this past Friday.
We are deporting the right people, man. We are deporting the right people.
So you're gonna throw coffee on an 11-month-old baby? You cry? Go!
That woman now facing deportation after Volusia County deputies say she threw coffee on another woman, her baby, and their dog. This all happened near New Smyrna Beach this past Friday.
Only West 2's Tony Atkins actually spoke with the alleged victim tonight. He's live tonight from the sheriff's office. And Tony, investigators say this all began because the victim's dog was off the leash.
Well, Summer, Kelly Purcell says that it was a strange interaction that Friday morning as she went for a walk with her dog and her 11-month-old son. Soon after, she encountered this woman who threw coffee on all 3 of them.
You just threw coffee on my child. Good!
A heated confrontation caught on camera. Kelly Purcell recording as
My child. Good!
a heated confrontation caught on camera. Kelly Purcell recording as her Friday morning walk with her 11-month-old son and
Oh, look at the little guy, man. I love babies, man. Look at that little guy, man. Yeah, man, get rid of that bitch, man. You gotta get rid of that bitch, man. She threw hot coffee on a baby, man. You know what hot coffee can do to you, man? That shit is a weapon, Jack. She should be charged like she stabbed him. Hot water of any kind. I don't give a if it's tea or coffee. That shit will fuck you up. This bitch is
11-month-old son and dog ended with cold coffee thrown at them.
I was honestly just absolutely shocked. When it first hit him, it pissed me off. But then when it got on him, it just completely shocked me. I was just kind of beside myself. I didn't really know what to do.
Investigator says the trio walked near a home on Quail Nest Lane. She came across Nina Yaskalainen and her dog behind a fence on their own property. Investigators say Paskalainen was bothered by seeing Kelly's dog walking without a leash.
She started screaming at us, so I just kind of asked her. I just ignored her, and she kept saying,
well, let's just be honest, man. You shouldn't have had your dog without a fucking leash. Like, that's not cool. The woman was right to be angry with you. That was an asshole move for you to walk your dog without a leash, you fucking moron. Like, why would you walk your dog without a leash when you have a baby? So if the dog starts tripping, you really can't fucking run and chase him down, or you can't pull him off of somebody because you got a fucking baby with you. So why would you walk with the dog off the leash when you got a baby with you? You fucking moron. You're an idiot too. She's a piece of shit too. Press 1. But yeah, you can't throw hot coffee on somebody for that. But she's the piece of shit too. Shout out to my man Random Negro, making it 10. He's the 10th one to sponsor the show today, man. We got 10 the hard way, man. Oh, and we got shout out to Abraham the Hunter. Shout out to Abraham the Hunter. Oh man, we cleared it, man. Salute, man. Make sure y'all tune in 10:30. One of them times, man. 10:30. It might even be 11. Let's just say between 10 and 11. Tune in between 10 and 11, man. That's how we gonna put it. Tune in between 10 and 11. And we gonna keep it, we gonna get it cracking tonight. It's a lot going on, man. There's a whole lot going on, man. And there's a lot more that's going to be going on, man. Not for nothing, who got her pregnant, man? I ain't even trying to be funny, but who got her pregnant? Yikes. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. Okay? Not for nothing. Not for nothing. Who took one for the team, man? Which one of you guys took one for the team? You said Camry. That ain't a Camry. She's a goddamn bus pass, man. She's a fare card, man. And then she gonna have your baby out there with the dog off the leash getting coffee thrown on him. This bitch ain't shit, man. At least she could do is when you ugly like this, you gotta walk dog with the leash and not get hot coffee thrown on the kid, man. Press one. Jesus Christ. You know, well, you know what would be funny? I just thought about it. What if she was watching? What if she was watching? Yeah. What if she was watching? Yeah. What if- yeah. Yo.
And she kept saying it, so I just said I don't have a leash and kept walking. And she then kind of looked at Hans and walked up to him and threw her coffee on him.
Eventually, deputies say the women exchanged words, Yaskalainen even saying her dog could attack Kelly's 5-year-old Dalmatian Ponce.
It's too bad for him if it's not on a leash because he already killed one dog.
Things escalated, and deputies say
yeah.
Yaskalainen then threw coffee on Kelly and her 11-month-old son, Owen.
But it was all over my clothes and all over him. It was on his eyes and nose and his temples. Thank God the coffee wasn't hot.
The woman seen mocking Kelly after the coffee was tossed.
You just threw coffee on a child, though, over because you're my dog. Yeah. Well, everybody.
Kelly says it was tough to de-escalate, but she managed to. Deputies were called, and Yaskalainen was charged with 2 counts of battery.
Had she not done that, we would have all went about our day. It could have been an exchange of words, and I would have left and never probably saw her again. But yeah, that incident, the way she just escalated, it kind of changed everything.
And deputies, they say Yaskalainen did not have a criminal history, but through investigating, they found out that she was in the country illegally from Finland, and now she is placed on an ICE detainer and faces deportation. I'm covering Volusia County.
She's from Finland, man. We're not just picking on Hispanics. That woman is from Finland. Get her out of here too, man. Get her out of there. I don't give a fuck if the coffee wasn't hot. It's the goddamn intent, man. The coffee could have been hot. The coffee could have been hot. Okay? It could have been hot.
Covering Fayette County now, take a look at this. An 11-year-old boy runs into the Family Dollar store in Markleysburg with that black bear right behind him. The bear charged through the front door, sending the boy and the cashier scrambling for cover. That boy is now telling Shelley Bortz he knows he's lucky to be alive.
I was like, I'm probably going to get eaten by a bear.
That's how 11-year-old Cole Frazee describes the moment he says he'll never forget. He and his dad stopped to grab a few things at this Family Dollar in Markleysburg. Cole went outside to see what was taking his dad so long, and that's when he saw it, a black bear looking right at him. At first, Cole thought it was going to turn around. Instead, it started chasing him.
And when it runs after me, I turn around, I run in the store. I'm like screaming and stuff. This thing was like a foot and a half away from me. I took a left and the bear went straight.
Cole says his heart was pounding as he raced up and down the aisles trying to escape the bear. The only other person inside the store was the cashier, so he ran to her for help. She grabbed Cole and they both jumped on.
Bitch, don't you know, fucker, don't bring the bear over here. Man, I ought to cuss that motherfucker out. Nigga, don't bring that motherfucking bear over here. Fuck you come over here for? We supposed to split up. You gonna come over here. Now the bear, oh, you done brought the bear to me. You fucking little bastard.
This thing was like a foot and a half away from me. I took a left and the bear went straight.
Cole says his heart was pounding as he raced up and down the aisles trying to escape the bear. The only other person inside the store was the cashier, so he ran to her for help. She grabbed Cole and they both jumped on top the counter to get a better view. The moment the bear turned and walked toward the back of the store, they saw their only chance.
She grabbed her coat, the keys, and the fan, and we ran out of there. And when we ran out of there, we all got in the car.
Seconds later,
this bitch was grabbing shit. She was grabbing shit. Are you kidding me? I'd have just got the fuck up out of there. Fuck, whatever the fuck I leave, man, it ain't that important, man. What the fuck? This bitch was grabbing shit?
We ran out of there. And when
store, they saw their only chance.
she grabbed her coat, the keys, and the fan, and we ran out of there. And when we ran out of there, we all got in the car.
Seconds later, the bear returns to the front of the store, and that's when the video captures it leaping over the counter where Cole had just been. The bear stayed inside the store for about 10 minutes, wandering around before finally finding its way out. Meantime,
yeah, because the goddamn cashier left. He couldn't find no help. The sales associate left. I hate that shit when you go into a store and you can't find nobody. Press 1. You go into a store and you can't find no help. If I was the bear, I would have left too. Take your business somewhere else, Mr. Bear. Go to Dollar General or Dollar Tree, man. Where bear dollars are accepted, man. Don't go where your business ain't wanted, man. I'm black. I know that. I experience the same thing all the time being a black man. Going in stores and don't nobody want to help me. I look around. I'm trying to find somebody to help. I can't find nobody to help me. I bet if it was a polar bear, he would have got helped. Press 1. If he was a polar bear, that cashier would have came up and been like, sir, are you looking for anything? The honey is in aisle 4.
the bear returns to the front of the store, and that's when the video captures it leaping over the counter where Cole had just been. The bear stayed inside the store for about 10 minutes, wandering around before finally finding its way out. Meantime, outside, sitting in a locked car, Cole says he finally felt safe.
I was kind of relieved. It was definitely crazy.
You didn't leave? You didn't leave? You stayed outside? Yeah, I'd have been so far from that fucking place. Jeez.
the experience.
An experience he'll share for years to come, and it started today at school. Cole says when his friends found out what happened, they couldn't believe it. He'll be forever known as the boy who outran a bear.
That's like 1 in a million right there.
The Game Commission says bears are actively searching for food this time of year, which can lead to dangerous and unexpected encounters. Reporting in Markleysburg, Fayette County, Shelley Bortz, KDK.
Shit. That's crazy.
Parents forced to find new childcare after a series of incidents at a Manhattan daycare center. CBS News New York Investigates first told you about this child abuse allegation at the Bright Horizons Columbus Circle Daycare Center over the summer. Now investigative reporter Tim McNicholas has found an employee put a cleaning solution containing bleach in a classroom water pitcher. The company says it was a mistake.
Yo, the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, that's against all protocols and all safety measures. You never put bleach in anything that looks a cup, a bottle, a water bottle. You never put bleach in anything that looks like it could be a drinking container. Don't you know that? Because somebody else don't know. A person will come behind you. Oh, this is bad. This is awful. This is awful.
Parents forced to find new childcare after a series of incidents at a Manhattan daycare center. CBS News New York Investigates first told you about this child abuse allegation at the Bright Horizons Columbus Circle Daycare Center over the summer. Now investigative reporter Tim McNicholas has found an employee put a cleaning solution containing bleach in a classroom water pitcher. The company says it was a mistake, but parents are still livid.
Bright Horizons at Columbus Circle has gone dark. Many of the lights are off, no one answered this locked door, and some parents say Bright Horizons called them early this month to tell them they'd have to switch to a different daycare center, at least for now.
I did mention on the phone that this is really uncool, and we...
Uncool. Yo, uncool? Nah, baby. Try again. It's a little bit worse than uncool. This bitch said uncool. Shit. Did she just say uncool? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest for the night show. You better believe it, man. I slept with my CPAP last night, so I'm good. But I may take a little nap before. I don't know. Who knows? But you know what? I got some sleep. I got some sleep before last night. Plenty of oxygen to my brain, man.
We had no options at the time.
One mom, who asked us to hide her face and name to protect her daughter's identity, says Bright Horizons made no mention of any specific incident in that call.
Did they say why?
Her response is that they were dedicated to providing quality care for all our families and that they weren't able to provide that anymore.
But CBS News New York has learned that just days earlier, a staff member put a cleaning solution in a water pitcher, which was then served to kids during snack time. This email from the health department confirms the city indefinitely shut down the center's preschool program after an October 27th incident that exposed children to a toxic chemical. This mother says she's thankful her child was not there that day.
Had it not been for you, I would have never known. Like, this was never communicated to us at all in any ways. And it's just really bad practice.
Bright Horizons would not agree to an interview for this story, but a company spokesperson
What?
emailed us saying, in part, the safety and well-being of the
shut
children in
down.
our care is our highest priority. And unfortunately, the staff member had mistakenly filled a pitcher from a dispenser which contained a diluted cleaning solution prepared daily for sanitizing toys. This solution consists of 2 gallons of water mixed with a small amount of bleach.
I feel like they should have been 100, like over 100% on the best behavior, but it's just hard to believe that this kind of mistake happened, especially after the first incident.
The first incident she's referring to?
Police have arrested 3 ex-employees.
CBS News New York Investigates was the first to report about child abuse charges filed over the summer against 3 now fired employees of Bright Horizons at Columbus Circle. Manhattan prosecutors said they covered a child's mouth with tape, dragged a girl by her hair, hit kids with metal water bottles, and early this year, sprayed a child in the face with a bottle of soap mixed with water and...
Where's this place, man? There must not be no blacks or Latinos around here, man. This is an all-white daycare center. Press 1. Because there would have been some violence up there. It would have been some violence. It would have been some violence up there. This is definitely an all-white.
Bleach mixed with water. The former employees have pleaded not guilty in those ongoing cases, and Bright Horizons previously told us the company cooperated with investigators and is committed to supporting the families involved.
To me, it's shocking.
Erin O'Connor is a child care expert and the director of NYU's Early Childhood Education Program.
One of the most basic structural indicators is that you have things set up in a way that there's no way that a toxic material would be near a water supply for children. It gives me pause about how much was done in response to the first incident.
A Bright Horizons spokesperson says a teacher also drank the...
All right, kids, it's snack time. All the kids start shaking and shit and trembling. Oh, shit.
Water on October 27th, noticed something was off, and the staff contacted poison control. One dad tells CBS News New York he later brought his daughter in for medical treatment, but Bright Horizons says no medical attention was necessary. A mistake was made, and to portray it as more than that would be misleading. The Bright Horizons spokesperson wrote to us, "There really is no story here."
Just doesn't feel like they have child safety in their best interests. Like to me, it sounds like they care more about their appearance, like how they come off and covering up their mistakes.
Bright Horizons says it has been honest and notified impacted families. The health department only shut down the preschool program, but Bright Horizons at Columbus Circle says it relocated classrooms of all ages for the time being. That mom you heard from, for example, had her child in the infant program, but she has now switched to a different daycare provider altogether, Christine.
Tim, wasn't this company already under a corrective action plan?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that was in response to the allegations earlier this year. Now, as for the water incident last month, the city says the center must update its safety protocols and appear at an administrative hearing to address whether the preschool should permanently close.
All right, Tim, keep us posted on that.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck. See, this is some nice white crime, man. This is white oddities, man. White people don't do hardcore crime good, but they do strange stuff good. They don't white people don't do hardcore like robberies. You leave that stuff to us. Leave robberies and carjackings and like murder in public to us. Leave that shit to us. Y'all just keep doing like strange, getting chased by bears and shit, and throwing coffee on babies and shit like that.
Avenue Metro Station.
Got it, white people. All right. As long as we got an understanding here, man. See, when we work together, man, anything's possible.
In the district tonight, a 12-year-old girl arrested, accused of committing multiple robberies. Fox Shamari Stone has the details from Northeast.
Tonight, people are stunned that the robbery suspect is just 12 years old. One of those robberies happening right here near the Noma Gallaudet U New York Avenue Metro Station. Riders tell me as they get off trains that they can't believe that the suspect is 12 years old. Let's roll some video to show you more about these robberies. Police say the 12-year-old and a group of juveniles were out here on the 200 block of M Street Northeast trying to steal someone's bike, but snatching their groceries instead and running away around 7:45 last Wednesday night. Around just 20 minutes later, someone is riding a scooter on the Metropolitan Branch Trail near the 1300 block of 2nd Street Northeast. Detectives say the 12-year-old girl and a group of juveniles grabbed the rider's book bag, stealing the scooter and a cell phone. And then this past Sunday, that's when police tracked down one of the suspects, that 12-year-old girl, charging her with all the robberies. People who live in the neighborhood are shocked that the suspect is so young.
God, where her mother at? Where this little girl mother at?
Jesus Christ.
Charging her with all the robberies. People who live in the old girl and a group of juveniles grabbed the rider's book bag, stealing the scooter and a cell phone. And then this past Sunday, that's when police tracked down one of the suspects, that 12-year-old girl, charging her with all the robberies. People who live in the neighborhood are shocked that the suspect is so young.
God, where her mother at? Where this little girl mother at? Where they role models at? Where's the adults? That's the question we all trying to figure out.
It's a sad and unfortunate reality that we live in.
And tonight, police tell me that they are continuing this investigation,
That's
and they
my
say that
train station.
there are other
That's my train station. Really Union Station, but then they built this joint, and it started going to this joint a little bit. But yeah, this is the train station in my hood.
Juveniles who took part in these robberies. Well, if you have any information, call DC Police. There is a reward of up to $1,000.
Yeah, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Salute to all y'all, man. Making this show possible, sponsoring the show, making tonight's show possible. I'm gonna get out of here right now, man. Kids gonna be home soon. Same black time, same black channel. Subscribe.